necessarily believe it, but at least I'm putting it out there that I want something good to happen to me. And so I ask myself, who can I inspire? Like, who can I encourage today? What's my assignment? Instead of the old me, when I wake up out of balance, I would wake up, look at my phone, scroll, compare myself, soak up everybody else's garbage and hate my life and not know where to start and just stuck in this continual loop. And when you think about it, life is meant to be enjoyed. It's supposed to be enjoyable, and we're supposed to enjoy our life no matter what. Because we understand that, yes, not everything's going to always go our way, but at least have good intentions and allow the good to outweigh the bad. That's why you see people all the time, going back to God or turning towards God so often because they can't take it anymore and they don't know where to start. And God is just calling their name, calling their name, calling their name, and whispering in his ear, whispering in their ear, and they're just ignoring him. But it's the simple fact that he's always there for you. He's always hearing you out, and he always loves you and he cares for you. And you can ignore God as much as you want, but rest assure you that he will come when you come calling. He will never leave you. He will always be there for you. He is in you. Know that there is a God in you. So that's why I just ask myself, it's like, how can God be in so many places at once? Just because there's a God in all of us. There's spirits, energies, and so we want to entertain the God in us more than we entertain the God in other people or the negative or the demonic spirits in other people. And so just remind yourself that it's okay. You're not perfect. No one is perfect, but you are perfect just the way you are. And this is something that you have to balance out in your life in order for you to see more fulfillment. Understanding that no one in life is perfect. And that's why it's good to not compare yourself to what everybody else is doing. Limit yourself on social media, who you follow, what you listen to, because you can't compete where you can't compare. It's almost like you don't know what those people been through. So how can you compare your life to them? Everybody's life is different and your life is no different. So we all have to think about being unique. We all have unique forms. We come in many different forms and we learn different ways and we have to learn to accept our flaws and alls. Everyone has flaws and that there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that you need more balance in your life. And maybe this is for you that you need to come up with a better routine. Simply just have some tweaks that will help you just be grateful for the things that you have. I think about things that I'm grateful for. And so usually I'll say in the morning time or throughout the day what I'm grateful for. And I'll say that I am blessed with health, that I am blessed with wealth, and I am blessed with abundance, and I am blessed with love. Thank you, God. Those are the things that I would say to myself when I feel like those negative, nagging thoughts come to mind, because those thoughts aren't mine. Being a life coach, I understand that I am soaking up a lot of people's energies because I want it. And the reason I want it is to show them how to heal. And it's okay to say those things out loud to yourself too. I say those out loud to myself because it quiets my mind more. It doesn't just be a thought, because once it's just a thought, it's just a thought. But when you speak it out loud, it's actually something that you actually envision, that you want to see. And it's okay to say to yourself out loud, write it down. I am living a balanced life. Life is good and only getting better because when you say I am, you are declaring that from God. Like I am asking God to give me more of this. Because what you tell yourself, the universe is going to give you more of. And that's why you never want to speak the negative. You never speak the negative because of the simple fact that you're basically telling the universe more of this, please. When you say that things like how you feel like life is hard, then you're saying more of this, please. It's no solution to the issue. It's just more problems that you get. And so the more positivity you speak to yourself, the better you will feel. And when you check in with yourself, you ask yourself, how is my energy level? And what areas of my life do I need to reset or detox? Because for the simple fact, You don't know unless you ask yourself. I mean, you can move in a sense of, well, I know I need to eat more cleaner. I mean, prime example, I know I need to eat more cleaner because of the condition I have, and it inflames me when I eat things that are not healthy for me. But I still indulge in them. But I know how to stay in balance. My way of staying in balance is basically saying to myself, okay, make sure if you eat this, you need to put on your medicine, or you also need to take a ginger shot, a turmeric shot. You need anti inflammatory foods more than you need food that inflame you. But back to what I was saying, remember, half the stuff that we are feeling and we're going through is probably not even our stuff. It's just stuff that we have absorbed from someone else or from online. You have someone else in your energy field, and now it's taking a toll on you. And so it's okay to be mindful of the people you're around, the content you consume, the things you listen to, because those affect your mood on a daily basis. Be okay with letting that energy go, and that is not yours. I let go, I let it go, I let it go. But when you think about it, you know by how tense those feelings make you and the agitation that comes along with it. Because when you feel tense or agitated, that is when the negative emotions start to kick in. That's when you know that this is not for you, that this is not meant for me. I always tell myself when someone says something negative to me, I'm free to tell myself, I don't receive that. I don't receive that. I don't think that way. I don't. I know I don't think perfectly all the time, but I know when to block up someone's negative beliefs because I know they're not mine. I don't have to receive that. I'm not just going to sit there and soak it in because it's not mine. It's theirs. They're trying to make me feel what they feel. And it's kind of like how I said it before, misery loves company. And sometimes people miserable and they want you to be miserable with them. And that's okay. But you have to also take a stance too and, look above the surface and know that everything that is given to you is not yours. The more you avoid yourself, the longer it takes for you to heal. And distracting yourself with other things and people only delays your healing process. It's not one day, it's day one. And we have to remind ourselves that we are more than powerful. We're powerful than we think we are, and we have self control. We have control over ourselves, over our minds, and what we think. We can choose our thoughts. You have control over your life. You have the choice to choose how you want your life to go and what direction you want it to go in. Your life doesn't have control over you, you have control over it. To put all of that in a nutshell, all the things you have in your life right now, those are things that you have wanted. Those things you asked for, the people, the jobs, the car, the income, those things that you went for and those things that you asked for and you got them. And so you have to understand too that income does not exceed personal growth. And so the more you develop yourself, the more you will be able to take on, the more you'll be able to grow financially, abundantly. You're on a journey, and the destination is really just to feel joy, peace, and abundance, and just to feel happy every day. But I hope this message resonates with you. This was great. I wish you all the best, lots of success, peace of mind, and lots of money. And I hope you have the best day ever and something good happens for you.